Hey guys, welcome to today's edition of Loddy's NHL Locks. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should do that. Sports.betting.system. I don't always get around to posting my picks on YouTube, but I always post them on Instagram. That's sports.betting.system. Although, to be fair, my free picks haven't been doing too well lately. The picks I've been selling to my customers have been doing well. Last night was night number 13, and we've profited on 11 out of those 13 nights. So the bets I've provided, or the selections, I guess, bet selections I've provided my customers on 11 out of 13 nights have gone for a profit. So yeah, you can check all of that out on my Instagram at sports.betting.system. Let's get to today's NHL picks. First, we'll go with the Toronto Maple Leafs money line in Buffalo. Leafs have been struggling lately, losers of 3 of their last 4. Their one win was a narrow 7-6 victory over the Philadelphia Flyers at home. I checked out the Leafs wins after losses this season, and only once all season did they win by less than 2 goals coming off a loss. So if you believe they're going to win this game, there's a good chance it will be by double digits. Losers of 2 straight now, the Leafs. They've only lost 3 straight once this season. Surprisingly, they've only lost the first game of a back-to-back once this season, which is the situation they're in now. That game was back in November. The next night, they won 6-0 against the Flyers. I'd rather Garrett Sparks, the backup for the Leafs, not be in goal, although he was that night in November against Philadelphia. He's lost 5 of his last 6 starts in goal for the Leafs, but they should be able to get the job done with either goaltender tonight against the Sabres. Lock number 1 is the Leafs in Buffalo. Lock number 2, let's take the Capitals at home against the Tampa Bay Lightning. So the Caps haven't been very good this season on the second night of back-to-backs, especially when they won the first game. That makes sense for a team defending the Stanley Cup. Playing 2 nights in a row requires a lot of energy, duh. Especially if you won the first game, you may not play the second game with as much energy. In this case, they're playing the best team in the NHL, a team they'll likely have to go through on their way to the Stanley Cup, who they lost to just a few days ago and they're only meeting this season. So I think it's safe to assume they'll get up for this game. Now, if you watch the game the other day between the Lightning and the Caps, you know the score 6-3 was not indicative of the outcome of the game. First of all, the Lightning's second goal came off an extremely lucky bounce. And yeah, there are lucky bounces in hockey all the time. Ovechkin's goal in that game came off a lucky bounce off the end boards that landed right on his stick. But those types of lucky bounces happen all the time in hockey. Tampa's second goal against the Caps on Saturday came off an unusually lucky bounce, the type that you don't see every night in hockey. The third goal the Lightning scored came from a shot Braden Holtby normally stops. Vasilevsky made one save in particular that should have been a Capitals goal, and then goals 5 and 6 for the Lightning came on an empty net. Essentially, it was a game that each team did enough to win, but the puck bounced Tampa's way, and Vasilevsky played a little better than Holtby. So I expect tonight, on their home ice, they ride their momentum for their win last night in New Jersey and beat the Tampa Bay Lightning for lock number 2. Lock number 3, let's take the Senators over the Vancouver Canucks. 2 lottery-bound teams playing well. Both winners of 2 straight. Canucks winners of 3 of the last 4. For the Canucks, winning is doing them no good because it's lowering the likelihood they get a high draft pick. For the Sens, they already traded away their draft pick this season for Matt Duchene, who's not on the team anymore, by the way. So there's an incentive to lose for the Canucks, not for the Sens. The Sens are atrocious on the road at 9-27, which is 1 win for every 3 losses. Well, they've lost 3 in a row on the road and 7 of 8, so they're trending towards a road win. And their last 2 wins have come against quality opponents in the St. Louis Blues, one of the best teams in the NHL in the past month or so, and the 3rd best team in the Eastern Conference, Toronto Maple Leafs, while the Canucks wins have come against the Rangers, the Blackhawks, and the Dallas Stars, who are barely in the playoffs. Let's take another underdog, the Ottawa Senators, for lock number 3. And lock number 4, the final lock today, let's take the Winnipeg Jets over the Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks won 3 straight to start the season. They had an incredible 3 week stretch from the end of November into the middle of December where they won 9 of 10 games. Those are the only times this season they won more than 2 in a row. They've won 2 in a row now. They're 16-21 at home. The Jets are 19-16 on the road. The Jets still have a chance at the number 1 seed. They still have a chance to secure home ice up until the finals. The Golden Knights and the Preds still have a chance to catch them at the 3rd seed. So the Jets still have something to play for. Like the Canucks, the Ducks are better off losing this game. Lock number 4 and final lock today, the Winnipeg Jets money line in Anaheim. Thanks for listening. Good luck if you're placing any bets tonight. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should do that, sports.betting.system. Have a great day.